Y'all laughing at Spirit Airlines, but y'all about to miss them. So the airline formerly known as Spirit is gone. Shut down. Left a whole lot of folks stranded at airports like, what we supposed to do now? And this is the part people don't want to talk about. Spirit Airlines did not fail because people weren't flying them. They failed because it became too expensive to exist. So jet fuel prices have gone up. The cost of business has gone up. So these budget airlines, they're going to have a problem staying afloat in a situation like that. See, the big dogs got cushioned. The little dogs like Spirit, they didn't. Now, Spirit did have a bad reputation. Let's be honest about that. But see, this is the thing. If you knew how to use their system, you were good. You ain't had no problems. Spirit might have actually had the last cheap airline seat that you could afford. And for real, I don't think they're going to be the only one. Did you ever fly Spirit? Did you think they were trash or just misunderstood? And now that Spirit is gone, do you think that flights are going to get more expensive?
Dave Davis, the president and CEO of Spirit Airlines, is basically calling Donald Trump out in a whopper. Here's what he said. Donald Trump is trying to blame this on the Biden administration. And here's what Dave Davis, CEO and president of Spirit, had to say. He said, first, he says, quote, he cited the sudden and sustained rise in fuel prices in recent weeks as the reason for the company closure. What? The rise in fuel prices? Yes, aviation fuel has doubled as a result of Donald Trump's decision to go to war with Iran. Spirit could not stay in business because it would take hundreds of millions of dollars in cash, extra cash they didn't have. Sustaining the business required hundreds of millions of additional dollars of liquidity that Spirit does not have and could not procure. They needed basically extra money because jet aviation fuel doubled in price. They couldn't stay in business without this liquidity that they didn't have. Did Spirit have problems before? Yes, but they would have been able to stay in business if their jet fuel prices had not doubled. Why did jet fuel prices double, Donald Trump? Because of your war on Iran. Remember, you said you were going to bring gas prices down. They doubled. They doubled. And in turn, Donald Trump, you caused Spirit to shut down because of your decision to go to war. And guess what? I'm going to have some more videos coming on truck drivers because they are having a huge time, lots of trouble trying to make things work right now, especially the independent drivers. And I got a couple of stories I'm going to tell on that. But this is it. Donald Trump, the closure of Spirit is on you. You and your administration didn't do anything to help them. And your decision to go to war with Iran is the reason they closed. That's the bottom line. Don't blame it on Biden. Don't blame it on somebody. This is on you. You didn't do anything except start the war, and you didn't help them because of the war that you started. That's the bottom line. Love to hear from my Democrats, my MAGAs, my crazies, my cuckoos, and the burned out labels. Start taking responsibility for decisions you make, even when they're bad ones.
Conspiracy theorist moment. If you're not a conspiracy theorist, leave the room. Spirit Airlines shutting down abruptly was not a mistake. It's a strategic plan. They are making the world less affordable. Sooner or later, the only people that will really be able to enjoy life are middle class and upper class people. The poor won't be able to do nothing but work. Just think about it. Spirit Airlines was one of the most affordable and cheapest airlines to take for people on a budget. Watch how they raise the prices of airplane tickets. Watch how travel fees exceed what the lower class can afford to pay. They don't want you in the sky taking trips, enjoying your time, okay? They want you on the ground working, not in the sky. It don't stop there. For the past 5-10 years, they have been taking everything that's affordable and making it high and unobtainable. Before long, they're gonna take away Dollar General, Family Dollar, anywhere you can shop that's for the lower class, they're gonna take it away. They're gonna make it harder for the lower class people to live. I'm telling y'all. You want my advice? Get you some money, save you some money. Don't spend your money for the next 5 years, okay? We need to see where the world is going because Spirit Airlines shutting down, it was not a coincidence. It was not a mistake. It's a strategic plan and they doing it in sections, okay? Pay attention.
Nobody is telling you how fucked the Spirit Airlines situation actually is right now. So allow me to break it down for you. For example, I wrote some notes. Spirit was bleeding cash in 2022. JetBlue offered $3.8 billion to save it, right? Biden DOJ sued to block the deal in March of 2023, argued it would raise prices for consumers. Federal judge sided with the DOJ in January 2024 and killed the merger. Elizabeth Warren then went on camera and called it a Biden win for flying. Well, JetBlue walked away in March of 2024 and paid a $69 million breakup fee just to escape. Spirit filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in November 2024. Spirit filed for bankruptcy again in August of 2025. The airline the government protected no longer exists. Which makes you wonder, well, what happens to the planes, right? Well, if you didn't know, about 76% of Spirit's planes were rented from huge leasing companies. Biggest, AirCap, is based in Dublin and rents out more than 2,000 jets to airlines around the world. When Spirit stopped paying rent, those planes went straight back to the owners. Spirit never had the legal right to sell them. About 50% of all passenger jets in the world belong to leasing companies, not the airlines flying them. In parts of Asia, it gets close to 60%. So when an airline collapses, more than half its fleet vanishes back to the owners within days. Leasing companies fly the planes to storage yards in Ireland or the Arizona desert, repaint them, and rent them out to a new airline within months. After Thomas Cook went bust in 2019, 17 of its passenger jets were flying again for Jet2, Turkish Airlines, Vietjet, and Air Transat within 3 months. That leaves the planes Spirit actually owned, about 50 of them. Those get sold off to pay creditors. A used passenger jet sells for $15 to $30 million whole. Single engine on that plane is worth $4 to $7 million by itself, and the plane has 2 fucking engines. The empty metal body of the plane in scrap condition sells for about $1.3 million. 2 engines together are worth $8 to $14 million, while the bare metal of the plane is worth about $1 million. The numbers say rip the plane apart. Engines make up 80 to 90% of the value when a plane gets broken up for parts. But in 2025, a few fairly new jets got scrapped, only 6 to 8 years old. Nothing was wrong with them. The engines were worth more rented out separately than the whole plane was worth in one piece. So the real question is, why did approximately 17,000 Spirit Airlines employees and contractors lose their jobs? Makes me wonder how much of a competition Spirit Airlines actually was.
Can y'all wake the fuck up? Wake up! Spirit Airlines closing isn't just a coincidence. God works in mysterious ways. Everything is a spiritual warfare. There is symbols and everything. Think about it. Spirit is shut down forever. Spirit Airlines. The name Spirit. Spiritual realm. And you could call me crazy. You can call me crazy. But you can literally call me crazy. But there is a little to no chance that a company like Spirit Airlines was open from 1992 and has had one crash with the name Spirit, because the name Spirit holds weight. So if Spirit was closed, it quite literally can mean that something is about to happen. It's a signal. God works in mysterious ways. He gave us a big yellow plane and shut down a big yellow plane that's in the sky like the sun. The sun represents the spiritual realm. And the Spirit Airlines just closed. Either something really good is gonna happen or something really bad is about to happen. Do what you want with that information.